I'm Chad BAART, friend and hunting partner of Dan 80, owner of SAWTOOTH Outdoor Products. Want to talk a little bit about different types of elk calls, traditional calls, what people are used to, and what Dan actually produces now and is available on the market, which is pretty remarkable. So everybody's probably really familiar, you know, with the old style diaphragm calls, the baseball bat. I think it's the one everybody's been using since about 2000. You know, you can get into various types of calls. They're probably the ones that have won the most competitions and contests across the United States, primarily the West Coast, of course, where the elk live. And it's probably responsible for killing more elk than any. But until you start looking at products that Dan has, like the Tormentor and the little bighorn, you probably don't realize what's out there. So anyways, we'll get into some normal calling, you know, with the diaphragm call. It's the one that I prefer up until now, and have used a lot. Still definitely a good call, but we'll kind of get into, you know, normal calling and some lip balls and stuff. So there you have it. One thing that actually depicts a good call from any other is if you can actually bark with it. That definitely tells you that you have a good call. So, you know, now that we've heard the normal call that most people use, let's get into Dan's calls. You know, this is a little bighorn. I kind of like the sound that comes out of this a little bit more than the Tormentor. The Tormentor is a rubber tube. It's really good for, you know, the up close work and stuff, but I still like to reach out there a little bit. You know, so I bugle through a baseball bat. So I think in order to make sure that we're fair with this comparison, I think what I'll do is I'll actually pull the tower out of the little bighorn. Sorry, Dan, but we'll just go ahead and make sure that that's not part of the equation. And let's bring in the old baseball bat that everybody's used to. Not to say that the little bighorn isn't a good one. Definitely is really good. The two-part that Dan built with the vortices, but I want to make sure that everybody gets a really true comparison between these two. So we're going to use the same amplifier, the same call. Then we can bring in the little bighorn. It's kind of over there, I guess, but anyways, so we'll just go ahead and do the comparison. So I'm going to go into some lip balls, and then I'll explain how I actually get that out of Dan's new call. So with the diaphragm, most of the time what you'll do is just buzz your lips. You know, it sounds really good. You get those bulls going. You are not going to want to use this on a little bull or a little spike or anything, but when you get in that heated battle, the big argument and who's the king of the woods, that's where that call comes in. So let's try it with the little bighorn. The tower that comes on that one. This is the tower on the Tormentor, the Royal Bugle. It all depends on the type of tip that you have here. This is the one I like. It's the orange one with the black band. What I actually do is I'll actually put this in my mouth like I'm drinking a soda pop. You actually will get further in with your bottom lip when you drink a soda pop to make sure that you don't spill out. And then what I'll do is I'll actually put pressure down on the top of the call, and then I will actually be able to buzz my bottom lip. So that's pretty impressive for an external call. I don't know of any external calls on the market that you can do this with. It does take a little practice, but the biggest thing that I can tell anybody is to actually act like you're drinking a soda pop, or stick your bottom lip way underneath the bottom so this pop doesn't go down your lip, and then you put a lot of pressure on the top to make sure it doesn't come out and up your nose. So that's basically the same thing that I'll do with this tower for this call. And then like I was explaining, you know, the best calls out there you'll be able to bark efficiently with. In this call, I've actually found a way to do that. So that right there tells me it's a good call because I can bark with it. Now what I'd like to do, if you can hang on a second, I'll be right back with the call that I just threw away. All right, we're back. So what I want to be able to do now is I want to show the comparison between the old standard baseball bat and then the little bighorn with the built-in vortices, so we can show the comparison there as well. So we're going to do the lip ball in the same manner. So you're actually getting a really good sound out of this that compares really well actually to the baseball bat. What I really like about this, you know, is you don't have that big clunky bat going through the woods making all the noises. Actually, the lanyards that Dan puts on these are just the right size, and actually the shape of the call is nice because it kind of wraps around your body a little bit when you're heading out into the woods. So I would definitely look at the Tormentor. I would definitely look at the little bighorn. The little bighorn, Dan and I both agree this is going to be our go-to for this year. I really like it compared to the standard baseball bat. What I also like is, you know, with these little calls, I actually like these little palate plate calls. I get the best sound out of the little ones, but once you start doing the huffs and grunts and sucking in and out, all I can do is picture myself choking on this thing and Dan having to call life flight for me. So that's the nice thing about this call is you don't have to walk around with a call in your mouth. You don't have to hide it in your hat. You don't have to buy one of those little fancy cases that hangs around your neck or the lanyard, so it's handy. And then if you're like me, you know, you'll sit there bored because the bulls aren't Bugle, and you'll chew on the back of this, and it stretches out the latex, and by the end of the season it's horrible. But anyways, definitely would recommend this call right here, and I know we could call any bull out here with it. We're hunting high pressured areas. The bulls are used to hearing people, and I think it's really important to sound like a really good live big bull. See you back on the trail.
Okay, so Chad's behind those trees over there. He's using a little bighorn right now.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your tower with the baseball bat.
Little bighorn tower with the baseball bat. Definitely more volume.
Okay, now the reed with the baseball bat.
The diaphragm call with the baseball bat.